What's going on, guys? Today we're bringing to you a new 2024 updated guide for best character build for starting players. I'd like to go ahead and just show you guys there's a couple different nice tool tips that they've added, which really helps out newer players about what the attribute values are. If you've been here before, make sure that you guys stay tuned till the end so you can get all the new updated build suggestions. And if you're new, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can see the next videos. I'm going to be doing a series on the 2024 updates for SCUM, as well as some other titles and games. So make sure you stay tuned, and let's get into it. So basically, strength, if you're new, strength is the power of the person. Essentially, this affects how their melee damage is, as well as carry weight and calorie burning. It also helps in relation to thievery for being able to break open lockers, like once you actually get to a advanced thievery, and as well as a 8 strength. So that's something to keep in mind for endgame. So it might be a good idea to invest in training your strength a little bit. We'll get into how to do that kind of stuff in future videos. But constitution is basically your overall health and stamina and endurance related topics here. So moving, walking, running, swimming, etc. And also it influences, like I said, your health points and stamina and status, such as shock or poison, resistances, immune system, calorie, and water consumption as well. So I always recommend for starting players, just try to keep everything at 3 to begin with. You can go crazy and lower your constitution if you're really hardcore and like increase your strength, things like that for different builds. But I really just recommend for the starting player just keep everything at 3. Dexterity involves with your speed of doing actions as well as moving and reloading, being able to be better with weapon handling, things like that, as well as it will affect different things like thievery and all that kind of stuff we'll get into here shortly. It's also raised by calorie deficiency, such as losing weight, and it's lowered by being, gaining weight and having enough calories. So basically, if you always stay a little bit hungry, your dexterity will slowly kind of increase over time. And then the intelligence is also, there's some new stuff with the intelligence, which is really cool, such as being able to upgrade your BCU and memory modules and stuff like that. So this affects other skills that we'll get into here in a moment. And you can also, modify these things permanently, like I said, with upgrades for your BCU. I've actually done a video in the past on how to do that, so I'll link it somewhere here for you guys to see, or at the end of the video, it should show up for you guys. Anyway, you can temporarily buff your intelligence to 8, but you're gonna want to try to hunt down those memory modules and stuff like that, so you can upgrade things permanently. So let's go ahead and keep going. As far as new things, they've got body hair. You can turn that on or off. I'll leave my guy hairy woolly mammoth. Why not? Concealed mode. We got to go Mega Wang as usual. If you've been on the channel for any length of time, you got to go Mega Wang. So we're gonna go ahead and hit next. They've got some new models for the male characters, which is cool. So we can go ahead and adjust. Obviously, the age will change the way they look, which is cool. This guy's looking a little bit more weathered in his life here. A little more weathered. We'll leave him at that. Change complexion, stuff like that. You guys kind of can do and mess with this as you like, but I'm just kind of showing you the different things that you can do now. A lot of the female characters got a lot of love before, but now the male characters have some love, which is really nice. So let's go ahead and just pick a tone that you like. Hairstyles, there's a lot of new ones. Some of them are pretty cool. Some of them are like, whoa, kind of whack, but hey, that's the way up. Like that, that's crazy. Like, let's go with, let's see. I want a new one that I haven't really had. Let's see. Oh, well, I don't have the hair pack, so I'm not going to be able to get these. But if you want these, you got to get the hair pack. So let's go to, I guess I'll rock this. Facial hair. You can obviously adjust this. You got to have the hair pack to get the cool stashes and beards and stuff. I'll just do that, and then we'll go with getting a little Dr. Disrespect action over here, actually.
Get involved!
So we'll need to change that. I'll just do something like that. That's fine. And then you can always change the eye color, hair color. Since our guy's a little more weathered, I'll make his hair grayer. Iris types are now adjustable for male, which is cool. Like I said, the women had a lot of the nice options. Now the males have it, which is cool. Ooh, gray eyes looks cool. All right, we're gonna hit next. You guys are here for the stats, all right? So that's what I'm trying to give you. So I'm not gonna go too much into the old cosmetics here, but basically, we've got different points here. There's a distribution, 6 points in each. So here's what I will tell you, okay? And again, look at all these tooltips on the side here, which is really, really handy for you new guys out there. But I'll just cut straight to the chase because I don't want this to be super long. But I want to give you the rundown. If you are aggressive and wanting to just absolutely run and gun people to death, get advanced rifles right away. If you're a PvPer, you're just like, man, I'm just ready to go. I want to slay. Rifles really helps with your accuracy, stability, stuff like that, as well as being able to mag change quickly. You know, a lot of different things with management of recoil. So I really would advise if you're a gunner, you know, and you just want to do that, you got to go advanced rifles all the way. However, this is a skill that you can level up doing like little PvP arena events and stuff like that, and just playing the game in general. You'll eventually level this up. A nice idea is, you know, if you find a lower level weapon like a 22 rifle or something like that, try and, you know, pop some zombies every now and then with that, headshot them, or 2 shots to the, you know, 2 shots to the chest, 1 to the head kind of thing.
Yo, homie. That my briefcase?
Your briefcase? Yeah, it is. Why, you want it back?
How about your wallet?
What else you got for me? Huh?
Fuck.
And that'll help you with leveling this up. But if you want to level like the hardest skill in the game, is pretty much brawling's like the hardest thing to do in my opinion, because I mean the frequency of you getting like up close and personal and punching someone out, you know, is, unless you're doing events all the time, that's pretty hard to do. But the second place hardest would probably be melee weapons. So, and this is really handy. So if you're a absolute new player, I would really recommend you getting advanced melee, because you can go into bunkers, and now with the razors and all these other new NPCs that are going to be coming out, you're going to want to be able to handle yourself even with basic weaponry like a crafted stone axe or something like that. So this will help with the damage and the speed of the weapon that you're wielding. So I really think for a new player, melee would be the best. And if you're playing this game for long term and you're just like, I'm going to grind all these skills out, whatever, I'd probably go ahead and just go ahead with melee anyway, because again, like I said, rifles can be leveled up to advanced without too much difficulty, as long as you have the ammo and the time and the targets to hit. So handgun is kind of a waste. You can pretty much, you're gonna find a lot of handguns in this game, so you'll like be able to level that up pretty quickly. And honestly, I feel like archery is kind of a waste too, because you can you can hit zombies with bows and arrows and stuff like that, and that will level up kind of passively over time as you use it. So I really think best overall pick here would be melee for newbies. But if you're a player who's like, man, screw melee, I just want to like rifle people down, and you're planning to hit the bunkers and point of interest all the time to get rifles and get weapons like that, go with advanced rifles. But we'll leave it on this. So Constitution, right away, no, I recommend never putting anything in endurance. This will level up all the time naturally. I recommend advanced running every single time. This will help you be so much faster with your running, and it just, man, you want to be able to get away from players if you're in a PvP situation, or zombies even if you're PvE, and it's just so much handy, it's so handy to have this. So, and it can also kind of influence how fast some of your other skills level up, such as like your strength, and because you're covering more ground faster is basically what it comes down to. So if you have like a heavy pack on, you're leveling up your strength through running, stuff like that. It will also, it kind of helps with a lot of things. So I just recommend advanced. Dexterity, now here's one you can decide. the best two to pick is either Advanced Thievery or Advanced Stealth. So if you plan a PvP, I would recommend Advanced Stealth right away, so you can be sneaky, you know, little ninja. And you know, but this can level up passively if you like crouch walk everywhere, and you know, there are some hacks I'm sure you can kind of do with, like, you know, being inside of your base and running, you know, crouch walking everywhere, and it's probably a macro or something you could do, but not saying I advise that, but you know, there's different ways to kind of level these things up. But if it was me for endgame, I would recommend 1000% Advanced Thievery, because this is so freaking time consuming to level up, and you're gonna thank me later if you just pick it from the get-go. Because if you plan to do any kind of base raiding or just doing any POIs, you want to get them lockers and those locks opened as quickly as possible, including kill box. It helps with the time available for you to pick the locks, and it just is so much better for you. So, and again, like I mentioned, if you get eventually your strength leveled up to 8, compare it with Advanced Thievery, you should be able to literally like pop lockers open, just like with like crowbar and stuff like that. So, you know, I just think this is the best. So go with this. And then in intelligence, I'd recommend basically, okay, so if you're a new player, and normally I would just say take advanced everything, but I'll just give you as a new player some advice. You can technically level up all this stuff very passively, or with minimal effort. Like camouflage, you can level up just by being in bushes and stuff like that, laying down and crouching and stuff. Awareness will level up as you find items, and sniping will level up if you have the scope and a rifle. The frequency of you getting a scoped rifle is kind of probably, you know, maybe a little harder to find possibly, so probably wouldn't bother with this. You will level it up though, and as long as you have a weapon with like at least like an ACOG magnification, it should start influencing your sniping skill. But what I'm getting to here is if you take basic survival, this will give you some recipes right off the bat that are really nice, such as like craftable backpack, you know, body armor, craftable. So if you're a new player, never played this before, you want to have a little extra carry capacity, as well as a little extra protection, stuff like that. If you find items to craft things, you may want to take a basic survival, but this will level up in the wild, you know, so you can craft items, it'll level up passively. But and also it will affect your compass. So if you have, you know, no skill in survival, it's going to be harder to kind of find your way around, because the compass marker isn't really going to be that much of an assistant to you. But if you at least do basic or medium, you'll have more compass markers available to you, because with no skill, it's typically like no marker. So if you want to kind of know, you know, where to go with your compass marker, like if you hold right click, it'll put you in focus mode, and that'll help you with knowing like your directions. You might want to go with like either a basic or a medium survival, but you know, again, this will level up pretty quick, and you can kind of figure out your own way. I think you should just forego this. I wouldn't bother with this. Engineering, if you're going to be a base builder, you may want to take advanced engineering all the way, but again, you can level this up, you know, by doing blueprints of certain types of items, and there's some nice videos out there to kind of level this up a lot faster. I would probably not do this, but what I will tell you, I've been telling you what not to do, or just some minor suggestions. What I would tell you to definitely do is do advanced medical. This has saved my life time and time again, over and over again. It's so effective. It saves you from PvE scenarios. It saves you from PvP scenarios. And you can just, man, like one good bandage or two good bandages, and you can take like a C4 bleed, heal that sucker like all the way, and you're back to surviving. So, and if you don't like just laying prone the whole time, trying to wait for your recovery because you have really shit medical, I'd really go with advanced medical, man. And talk about tedious. I mean, if you want to have the worst time ever leveling some kind of skill, aside from like thievery, dude, this is a nightmare. So do advanced medical. That should get you where you want to be. I have a video somewhere about a couple of my short videos where I've been saved by this so many times. But anyway, let's hit create. And you know, honestly, I said I wasn't gonna change anything, but I don't like this beard, so let's go old mustache. He looks handsome. There you go.
Listen, I can't tell you how to win. I can only tell you what winning tastes like.
Perfect. Hit create. So just a recap. Hardest thing one of the hardest things to level is melee, but this is like the most effective for, you know, beginner. I would go with advanced melee, advanced running, and advanced thievery, advanced medical. Cover your bases. So that is that, guys. And we're gonna spawn in here, and if you have any questions, make sure you drop a comment below. Hit the like and subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can see my next video. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. We're going to be doing a series, like I said, on different tips for SCUM for 2024. And my connection timed out, but no matter, no worries. So anyway, I appreciate you being here. Hit the like and subscribe, turn on those notifications, and stay tuned for more videos. And maybe a live video going forward. Maybe you'll do some live streaming if I can get you guys to say, hey, I wanna see you live stream. So if you've been here this far in this video, let me know in the comments. If you want to see me live stream, make sure that you drop the word live in there. Also, there's a couple different affiliate links in my description if you'd like to utilize any of those service providers, such as servers, things like that. Make sure you go and use those to get some savings, and I'll see you guys later. And remember, be alpha.